these are all things you should be very excited about. So here we go. Ted Mathys. When I read Ted's poems, I always feel like I'm learning new information about the world, often hidden in plain sight. I feel like I'm being shown things I've needed to see, things essential to being a human walking around. I feel like I'm being called to be more of a participant in the world, reminded that no matter how much of the world I think I'm experiencing, there is so much more wonderfulness and terribleness and everything in between to be paying attention to. The particular attention being paid to the world in Ted's poems is something to aspire to, poet or not. As paying or playing with, or maybe praying with, such attention makes our living so much richer. Our senses achieving an optimal keenness, the tickle that traverses the spine when the new or terrible or sublime are not only witnessed, but touched and known. In these poems, our other senses are alerted to our living, and always lightning can strike in the same place twice. Please welcome to the stage, Ted Mathys.
Thanks so much, Ryan. That was incredibly thoughtful, and I want to thank you and everybody at the series in the Midwest Writing Center for having us out. And Mary, congratulations! I'm really excited for you. I am going to read. I realized, thinking about my work as I was trying to put this reading together, that maybe we all don't, should use the monumental we, I have a tendency to sometimes fall into a mode that is unexpected and strikes me and fits into a project, and then it will strike me again in a different project. So I wanted to kind of give them a way to talk tonight. So the first three poems I'm going to read are a particular mode that I've found myself in across books and recently, which is the creepy prose poem. They appear and I don't know where they come from, and they disappear as fast as they've come. So I'm going to read three creepy prose poems and then some new work. The Shovel. In a hunter's orange hat and solid steel suspenders, my father has decided to paint the blade of his favorite shovel hunter's orange and lop off its tip with a silicon carbide industrial grinder in a blaze of sparks in order to skim soil better. An act of completion he cannot let go, never lets go. The men begin to call him Linus as he begins to spray paint sledgehammers, mortar mixers, dike pliers, truck tires, all his fingers, all his mornings, his entire maw, hunter's orange. Talisman or addiction, I only recall the sparks. I'm behind the silo, gouging my fingers into soil in search of buried arrowheads, when he approaches me like a zombie, dragging his shovel slowly across the shop's concrete floor. The hole that completion leaves has already been dug. From the tiny pile of what's been collected, I select two slivers of imperfect flint, lean back and smack them together to launch an orange spark that hovers like the lodestar, pulling everything directionless, while somewhere between us the tomahawks have begun.